says I ain't supposed to be the kind of woman that I am. Feel so invisible standing near me.
I decided that I wanted to film a reading vlog. I tried my hand at one of these like 2 years ago. That feels really weird to say. I don't know how long I've had this channel. I don't even know when I started. Sometime in April. I tried my hand at one of these a while back, and needless to say that I read, but like I didn't talk about the book a lot. So this time we're going to try and be better. I've been watching a lot of reading vlogs. My favorite YouTuber who does reading vlogs is Coco's Day. Absolutely love. She reads like several books in her reading vlogs, and I think I'm going to do something similar. So I'm currently reading Hunting November by Adriana Mathers. This is actually book 2 in the like duology, I guess. Yeah, this is the book I'm currently reading. I'm not actually gonna read until later today, just because I have quite a bit of work I need to get through. But stay tuned because it's gonna be a like reading vlog over a couple of days. I don't know what book I'm reading next. I have an idea, but I'll talk about it when we get there. Until further notice, until next time, yeah.
J'aime sentir la musique. Je peux sentir le jazz, ça me fait quelque chose.
Et la musique classique, ça vous fait quelque chose?
Enfin, tellement, la musique classique c'est pour la tête un peu. Et le jazz c'est pour le corps.
Who cannot keep their mouths shut cause me so much distress, because why are you going around telling people secrets? That could get you killed. Yes, she will. Oh my God.
Jazz c'est pour le corps.
So anxious about this whole situation. I don't know why. So confused. I am confused. Should these people not be in class? I don't understand. I am all dressed up because I'm going for lunch with a friend. But hi, it's Thursday and I wanted to give you an update because last night I finished Hunting November and I have so many thoughts. I didn't hate this book. I had a good time. I actually ended up giving it 4 stars. I'll just say that right off the bat, which is the same rating as the last book. I think once I realized that this is not the same vibe as Killing November, like this does not take place in an academic setting. There is no like academic setting murder mystery, which made like Killing November very dark academia. This is more of a mystery, but like throughout Europe, not just in a school, following clues, kind of very much like espionage. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like dark academia minus the academia. The main character, November, in this novel is following clues because she is looking for someone, and she has the assistance of someone in particular, like a friend, more than a friend. And yeah, at first I was a little bored because I was kind of like, nothing's happening. I want action, I want drama, and I got it. I did get it. I just got it a little bit further into the story, so things really started to ratchet up real quickly. I was like, wow, I was not expecting these events. And the plot twist at the end, y'all, I was shook. So yeah, I don't know. I thought this was really great. I just made like a little TikTok this morning and I was talking about how in books, authors often make their main characters who are super untrained, like really good at, you know, being an athlete or like a competitor or an assassin or whatever they're supposed to be. They're like untrained, and within a week they're like top notch and pro. And I talked about how like that just doesn't make sense, and like we have to be a bit realistic about this. I don't mind a bit of a stretch, maybe a bit of luck, but let's be real. You cannot have 16-year-olds who are untrained killing people who are like the best of the best. You know what I mean? This book, however, is not like that. I mean, they are trained. Like, they are born into a certain life and they're good at what they do. And even then, they still make mistakes. They still are like figuring it out and learning because they're still young. And I love that about this book, that it was realistic. In that sense, I was like, they're still really good at what they do, but like they slip up here and there, and like our main character stays true to the fact that she can't keep her mouth shut about anything. I appreciate that. Personally, I thought that was great. Yeah, one other complaint I think I have is that some of the characters were a little more one-dimensional in this story versus the other book. Like Ash was a little more one-dimensional to me. I wanted a little bit more from his character because I really love Ash. I love his character, but I'm not completely upset about it because we did get a bit of insight into Arya and Inez. I was very interested in their backstory. So yeah, this is book 35 of the year, so we're doing pretty good. Goodreads says I'm 3 books ahead of my goal, or like on 3 books ahead of my schedule, which is great. I'm going to be reading The Year After You next. This is a contemporary, I think it's dealing with mental health. Let me just read this in general because, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure my friend is not here. It says quickly, a tragic accident after the New Year party. Kara survives, her best friend G doesn't. 9 months later, Kara is still struggling, consumed by grief and a dark secret she'd rather forget. In the hopes of offering a fresh start, her mother sends her to a boarding school in Switzerland, a place where no one knows what happened and where they never will, if Kara can help it. But her new classmates, Ren and Hector, won't let her close herself off. They're determined to break down the walls she has carefully built up, and maybe Kara wants them to, especially Hector, who seems to understand her like no one does. I'm assuming we have a bit of romance going on there. The problem is that the closer Kara gets to Hector, the more G slips away. If moving on means letting go of the past and admitting what she did that night, Kara's not sure how. A second chance awaits if she can only find the strength within herself. So this, I know, deals with mental illness. I know it deals with, obviously, a car accident. And there's going to be a bit of romance, a little bit of coming of age. I am 100% here for this boarding school aesthetic. I think I just consume novels that take place in boarding schools, like the Crave series, obviously Killing November. It's just so appealing to me when I read. So this is my next book choice, and I will bring you along my reading journey. I don't know how much. Maybe I'll read the whole book in this video and start a third. Maybe not. We'll see. But for now, I'm taking you guys with me to lunch.
Song and every wrong. Beautiful to see the world that way. You'll say yes to anything, believe in what they say. Take a walk with your ultraviolets that fill my soul. Your ultraviolet. And every time I know the truth, speaking one way.
My mirror lies to me, says I ain't
Just writing my quiz. I feel freer already. and I'm gonna start my book now because it is 8:51. My goodness. I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out this course materials, but it's okay. It's all good. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my assignment because I just don't have the energy to do it now. And I'm so excited. This looks like it's gonna be so good. Also, it's short, which I don't know. Recently I've been, or I shouldn't say recently, but I'm feeling like more like short books right now, like under 400 pages. This time I'm going to listen to music on my phone, I guess, and I'll read like the first couple of chapters before I head downstairs because I do have to do the dishes and like clean up a bit. But I just want to get like started, so I'm like getting the vibe of the story, you know?
My mirror lies to me, says I ain't supposed to be the kind of woman that I am.
I've just done a really bad job of updating you guys through the reading process of this book, and that's because I've just been reading like all day basically. I woke up this morning and just picked it up and was like, let me read a couple of chapters. And you know how it starts, it's like, let me read to chapter 5, let me read to chapter 10, and then, you know, I'm at chapter 18 and I'm like, okay, I'll just read till 20, and then suddenly I'm at chapter 40. I'm still reading and like hours have gone by. I'm like almost done. I have less than 100 pages to go, and I'm debating like, should I finish it before I start my assignment, or should I start my assignment and then finish it as a treat? But I also kind of want to start another story tonight because I'm just like, I'm on like a reading high right now. So that's kind of where I am. A little disgruntled, as you can see. I'm a bit of a mess, but I'm really enjoying this. And I haven't even thought what I'm gonna read next, so.
Mirror lies to me, says I ain't supposed to be the kind of woman that I am. Feel so invisible, standing near miserable. Why don't you hold my hand?
This book really just feels like it's made a home in me. These characters have joined the cast that, you know, lives rent-free in my head. It's truly incredible what writers, authors, I mean, what can be done in a matter of pages. Oftentimes when I read and I really love a book or it really just impacts me, it's like I have met new people and I have visited new places and heard new stories. And I guess really that is what it is. That I'm meeting people and witnessing their stories and like being a part of their journey, whatever it is, whether that's in a contemporary novel or whether that's in a fantasy novel. And I don't know, like I said, I feel like this has just made a home in me. I love this. I'm so happy I picked this up. And now I need to just read another book right away because I can't go through the emotional loss of not like being with